Okay, Dale, if you did everything right, this is where you should be inside of Data Scout Pro, wherever you need to be. And you should be inside of this Excel grid, which is the one we set up the other night. Okay. What we're basically going to do is we're going to copy some of this information out of this into this. And we're going to show you how easy that is right now. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and highlight your first panel. That's the parcel number. And what you want to do is come over here and you want to left click and you want to drag that and highlight that. You want to right click so this menu comes up and it says copy or search or whatever. Okay, so you want to pick copy. Go back over to your grid and push Control V. Just that simple. And we're going to go down the line and get all of our information here, what we want, and copy, Control V. Sometimes I like to put the cursor there first so I know where I am when I come back. This is going to be the deed date, I believe. Deed date, and we go right here. Same thing, get that, Control V, and you keep going. Deed type. And just go ahead and Control V there. Okay, so right here I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks here. Sometimes this is redundant, so it's going to be under here and so forth. What you can do is take this cursor, put it over this little box right here until it turns into that, click on it and drag it down, and what that will do will actually make that box as many times as you'd like. See? Okay, so that's, and you can do that all the way across. You can do that here, all the way down, you know, as many as you want. You can do that with the date, although the date will actually give you the next date. So that's a good tip to know, and use it wisely. We're just going to go back, and what's our next one? Sales price. We're going to go back and we're going to just grab that, copy, Control V, cursor there, Control V, and you just keep going down. Here's your acreage. Back up here, we grab that, copy, and we just put this in here, Control V. All right, now this is going to be your first equation. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this box, and we're actually going to type the equal sign. The equal sign tells us that we are going to do some mathematics with one of these boxes. Each one of these has a number. This is considered F4 right there. You can see that, okay? When I click on that, that will give me that. Now, so the sign for multiplication is asterisk or star, and then we're going to type that 43560 right into it. So that's what your formula is going to look like, and we just press enter. That gives us our square footage. Okay. Now we're going to do a different equation here, except for we're going to go equal. Now we are going to select this number because we want to divide this number, and the sign for divide is front slash, and then you pick the number in which you want it to be divided by. In this case, our square footage. That is at G4, as we see here. Push enter, and that's going to give you your price per square footage. As you can see, this is fairly easy, so we're going to put our cursor back here. We're going to go back, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick our second one. We just go down here, get our parcel number, copy it, Control V, the same thing. You know, let's just say this was commercial, whatever that is, okay? And so we'll do our deed type, so put our cursor there, go back, get your deed type down here, you know. Again, if it's redundant and you kind of already know it, you just put it there. I'm sorry, that would be deed date. So we go get the deed date here. and we just Control V, move our cursor, go back and get the sales price. As you can see, setting these tabs up like this is very easy. Copy it, Control V. Okay, and we grab your acres. It's right here. Copy it, Control V. I'm going to show you something that this is probably going to really blow you away, and this will make your job so much easier. Once you get all these numbers in right here, Dale, what you can do is if you go back and you select this number, if you go here, you select that number and you put this cursor on it and you drag it down, it's going to do the math for you. Okay. Now, the same thing with the price per square foot. If you highlight that, hover this cursor over it, and pull this down, it will do the math for you. Now, imagine if you had all of these in here right here, and you had all your sale prices in right here. What you would actually be able to do is to grab this number from the top and drag this all the way down to wherever this is, and it will do these calculations for you from here all the way over in those formulas. So again, this is very easy. We're on our third parcel number, so we go back and we go down to our third one here, and here's our parcel number. And of course, as time goes on, I was able to do one of these templates in probably about 7 to 10 minutes, done, ready to go. And I'm sure that we can get it, less time than that. This is all just copy and paste. Of course, that's already there. So we got to watch this and go get our date down here. And once you get to know where everything is, of course, you probably will be a lot faster than I will at this. There's your D type already there. And your sales price. And then you just copy, Control V, Now you can put your acres here, although this one represented 0. However, let's say, just for the sake of argument, it's 0.46, just like that one up top, okay? And then let's say that's our square foot. Now, if I pick this, again, remember, if I pick this one, what it's going to do is it's going to do my math for me. Okay, so I pull that down. Okay, so it did my math for me. You see? And then I go over here and it will do this math for me as well. You see? And there's your answer. Okay, that is very, very extremely useful for once you get all of this in, and you don't have to sit here and kind of play around with these numbers and the equations. Just pull it down and it will give you all of that. I thought that would be handy. Okay.